Oh, we already got two people on. Hey guys, can everybody hear me? I'm trying to I'm trying to see if I can get notifications, but I don't know how to get my own notifications. And I know a lot of people are saying like, oh, you have to I don't know, RKT. I think RKT is, oh man, RKT, bro. I should have sold at 40. I'm still back holding a little bit of RKT, honestly. I don't like RKT right now. I mean, I think there's a strong chance that it rallies towards earnings, honestly, but apart from that, ugh. RKT's been such a letdown, dude. Such a letdown. I mean, technically it hasn't been a letdown because I mean, we it went to 43 what? It went to what? 43 bucks. So anybody who was still holding at 43 bucks and didn't sell is stupid. I'm one of those people. I did not sell RKT at 43 bucks. I can admit. I thought it was going to 75. I thought RKT was going to 75 bucks, to be honest. Um, RKT, man, if RKT manages to break this trend and actually make a candle above this, a bullish candle, right? Then maybe it can move. It can run up towards the upside. But I think I already have puts for earnings. Honestly, I already have puts, and earnings are in August. Earnings aren't here. I think earnings are actually this upcoming week, August 12th, I think. But I think you might see, just to be, I mean, you might for RKT specifically, you might see like a nice push back to like here $18, but I think it might ultimately come back and dump. I mean, RKT hasn't been a good stock to play earnings for. I already have puts on RKT. I'm thinking, oh shit, I did not think. Damn, I didn't even see anybody like fucking. Holy crap! I didn't know that there were these many comments. Hold up, people. Yo, what's up, guys? I didn't know there were this many people watching. Yo, what is it? How's it going on? Bitcoin SV and Bitcoin Cash. Yo, bro, sure. Let's do Bitcoin Cash, man. You know what? I haven't actually looked at. Uh, I haven't actually looked at. Ugh, what the hell? I have not looked at Bitcoin Cash in a while. What's the ticker again? Bitcoin Cash. BTH. What the heck? Yeah, right. BTH. Why didn't it show up? BTH. Why isn't it showing up? Crypto? I completely forgot what the ticker is for Bitcoin Cash. Coinbase. Is there a Coinbase one? I don't think it matters, but is Bitcoin Cash not on Coinbase? What the heck? That's weird that it's not showing up on. That's so weird. Unless there was like whatever. I mean, we'll go with Tether. It's basically the same thing. Um, I mean, Bitcoin Cash. I haven't done a TA on Bitcoin Cash in so long, bro. I haven't done it in so long. Bitcoin Cash. I mean, it's bullish on the weekly. If you would have bought here, you would have been up a nice little. You would have been up a nice little big boy amount. Let me see. You would have probably bought at the. Let's go with the highest amount. So you would have been up what, 14%? That's not bad actually. That's not bad. 14% on the high side. Um, but sure, let's do Bitcoin Cash from scratch. Let's see what we got here. We got support resistance right there. We got right there. We got right a little bit lower. Don't want to go lower. Nah, that's pretty good. We got right there. We got resistance. We got resistance support right there. We got another one right. Oh, that's crazy. We're actually right at resistance right there. We'll go on the low side. We'll put it there. That seems about right. So, what does Bitcoin Cash need to break in order to run towards the upside? We are, I mean, it's right on resistance. Bitcoin Cash 567. What does a monthly look like? Monthly is bear neutral for August. What does a daily look like? Daily looks like it's about to sell off again, but it did. You know what? Did it close above? Yeah, I think it closed above. It closed the full candle up above. I mean, mind you, it's a bearish candle. It closed the bear candle above, and then you still have a death cross right here, right? You got a little death cross right there on the daily, which I don't really look at death crosses too much. I know people like me pointing that out, but I don't really look at death crosses too much. I just make sure that the 200 and the 50 are kind of correlating, and if the 50 is under the 200, I'm only looking for sells. If the 50 is above the 200, which is this blue line, I'm only looking for buys. But, you know, do we have anything kind of running towards the upside? I mean, if I had to guess, maybe like that, like on trend, but I mean, it's kind of tough to say right now what's going to happen because everything is kind of like, what would the word be? Opposential correlation? I don't know what the word would be for that, but I mean, on the daily, it looks like we're about to sell off. Like, it looks like we can definitely come back down, but we closed above supports. But the weekly looks bullish. The monthly looks bear neutral. On the 4-hour, it looks like we're about to run again. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, it's been bouncing off the 50. So, I mean, you guys can see right here, right? What it's been doing recently is crossed over, bounced off the 50, close to 50. It bounced off the 50, off the 50, off the 50, a little bit under the 50. It looks like it's going to bounce off the 50, and it looks like we're actually going to run towards the upside. Maybe in what? What's 17? 5? Maybe like at 5 p.m. And then again, possibly at like 10 p.m.? Maybe that's 21, 10, like 9 p.m. So 5 p.m. and then again at 10 p.m. maybe we might see another push. What time is it now? 3:52. So we might see another push on Bitcoin Cash towards the upside. But I mean, as long as it stays on this trend, the real thing is here. Like if Bitcoin actually stays consistent and closes above what is it called? See, look at that. Look at that perfect rejection off resistance at 44953. Look at that. Look at all those wicks thrown up there. Oh, fuck, I'm so good at support and resistance, man. But, you know, I think we're actually going to have another push towards the upside. So I can definitely see us going back to like 49K sometime this week for Bitcoin, which means that every other crypto will probably keep pushing towards the upside. I mean, look at the daily is looking kind of bearish. If anything, we might see a retrace, like what we saw back here, like from like highs of what? Here down to maybe lows of 37. So we have kind of the same movement down in what, 4 days? 54.41. Look at that. Look at that drop. A drop that basically from high to low would essentially put it at previous support. Look at that. That's beautiful right there, man. Look at that. That looks awesome. So maybe what can happen. So I'm thinking right now, if the 4-hour actually ends up being bullish, we see a full push towards the upside for Bitcoin. But I think there's two things that can happen. We either maybe like around this level, like in the next couple of hours, you see a full rebound up to 49, or from here you actually see a push to the downside, maybe right here to what, 54, and then rebound higher on the upside. But I don't think we actually dump down unless there's a huge dump. But as of right now, all TA for really crypto is bullish. It's pretty bullish, to be honest. So I think we definitely do something like this. We either trail sideways down for the next couple of days and then shoot up, or after we close that 4-hour bullish, we basically just run towards the upside of like 49, close to 49,000, which means that Bitcoin Cash, Doggy, all the other ones, every other crypto is basically going to keep running. I don't think we're going to drop under 40,000 this week. It just, the chart does not look bearish at all. Crypto does not look bearish right now. It does not look bearish at all. Ooh, super chat, man. Thank you. You know what? I will. Joel, thank you, dude. You know what? Let me go after your. If you guys are on here, please give. I always forget, but please give me a like. I know I'm not used to really saying stuff like that because I'm still like a new creator, quote unquote, whatever. But if you guys are on here, you guys are watching me. I mean, if you guys give me a like, that'd be super amazing, man. It definitely helps out my channel grow and stuff. So if you guys have the time, take like a second, look at your phone or wherever you're watching me, click the thumbs up, and like I said, it helps out the algorithm or whatever, and it pushes my channel out or videos to like a bunch of people. Nice, we already got 2 more likes off of that, so thank you. And Joel Salcedo, dude, I'll get on that right now. So VNE, I'll look for it. Also, Aramvula, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but yeah, PFE looks perfect for the breakout. I actually looked at PFE yesterday. I don't know if you were the one who actually told me about that, but I think I looked at PFE Friday or Saturday yesterday. I don't remember, but yeah, PFE actually looks perfect for a breakout strategy. I was going to do PFE, but I think I saw it after hours. I'll go back to PFE and I'll do a full TA on that to kind of give you guys what I think about it. But let's do VNE just to kind of like just to like help Joel out and stuff and see what he's looking for. Veneer. So Joel, if you're still on the chat, man, what does Veneer do? What does VNE do? I have no idea what they do, man. No idea what. Oh, it's like, oh, this is like brand new. When did this start trading? July 23rd. Wow, this is like really brand new. I gotta admit though, I'm already. You guys already know why. Why am I bearish on this? Put it on the chat. Why am I bearish on VNE right now? If you guys are on the chat, why am I bearish? Look at the chart. Why am I 100% bearish on this chart right now? Why do you guys think I'm bearish? What's going on with the chart that I'm bearish right now? No one's gonna comment on why I'm bearish on the chart. Nobody. I haven't talked about this already. Look at that. Look at that gap. Look at that. Look at that huge gap. That's a huge gap. What kind of gap is this? This is a 20% gap. Super huge gap on this. I mean, I don't know what Veneer, I don't know what they do, so I can't really do too much of a TA. It's a little bit early to really do a TA. Oh, there's another gap on the hour right here, but this one's actually on the upside. So another gap right here on the low side of what? What is it, from like 38ish to like low 40s, like 39.93 around there. It's kind of hard to do TA or really talk about a stock that, I mean, I don't know about this one fundamentally. I don't know what Veneer does. Maybe if it trades for a little bit longer, maybe like another couple weeks, I'd be able to help out. But for the most part, I would say that I gotta be bearish just because there's a huge 20% gap from 31 all the way up to $38. But I'm also slightly bullish on the upside because there's another gap from 38 to 39. So what can happen is, what I really think might actually happen is you actually touch that 39 pre-40 and then possibly go back down and fill that gap. I mean, even on the 4-hour, it looks like it's going to sell off again. Once this reverse MACD closes on the bear side, so once it makes that little green bubble on the bear side, I would say you could possibly see a push towards the upside to fill that gap on the upside. So yeah, I can definitely see that happening. I mean, it looks like we're about to go a little bit on the bullish side. Let me see where the chart. Yeah, I would not be surprised if you actually see a run back to like 40, 39 bucks, and then fill that gap, and then dump all the way down to like $31, honestly. As far as price projection, you know what? Let me do this for you, man. What I can do is I can give you like a pretty solid, like where you should do like your take profit. So, I mean, essentially what you can do is, as far as like, because something is so new, it's really hard to gauge where price can move to. dependent on like how new something is, right? I don't know the market cap of this. I don't know where it can run. The only time that I actually use fibs to like try to forecast price is when a stock is relatively new. For example, like this one. If this one is new like this, the only time that I will use the fib is to kind of like forecast price and where I think it can possibly go. Um, so for the most part, I think these are the levels that you should keep in mind. Like if you have a position right now, you should keep in mind 46, 55, and 65, and maybe consider selling some of your position at these levels. I don't know where you bought. I don't know where you bought, man. I don't know too much about this company, but like I said, if I had to just take a quick guess, I'd say that this is probably going to go down strictly on the fact that you have that huge 20% gap on the low side of what, $31? I would not be surprised to see it drop to 31 bucks again, to be honest. I mean, it might be a great company, but there's that huge gap that's preventing it from moving towards the upside. So Joel, I hope that helps you out, bro. I mean, I wouldn't say, really do anything right now because the stock is too new to really like see what's going on. But if I had to take a guess, I'd say down. Honestly, I'd have to go down. Ugh. Hey guys, yeah, you sleeping, T? Everyone give a thumbs up. Thank you, man, bro. Thanks, bro. I hope so. I hope everybody's thumbing up the video. Thumbs up the video. Yeah, thumbs up. Thanks, guys. Monday or Tuesday, it'll pop again. Maybe. Bitcoin is taking because it's Sunday. Probably. Bitcoin usually likes. I don't want to say Bitcoin tends to tank because it's the weekend. Bitcoin usually likes to what is it called? I'd say Bitcoin usually likes to move harder dependent on the trend. So if we're in a bull market in the weekend, it usually tends to run to the upside. But if crypto just in general is bearish, on the weekends it tends to drop just because there's a lot more liquid on the weekend. Monday through Friday, generally the trading volume goes to the stock market, it goes to Forex, but because crypto is the only thing that's actually tradable from Friday close of the stock market to possibly like Saturday at like 3 o'clock p.m. PST, that's why you see a lot more volume on crypto because it's the only tradable commodity for the weekend. So generally everything is going to crypto during the weekend because there's nothing else that you can actually trade. The stock market isn't open, the foreign exchange market isn't open, futures aren't open. It's really just crypto during the weekend, and that's really it. That's why you guys see generally a bigger push on the weekend towards the upside or towards the low side, depending on what the actual sentiment is. But even right now, Bitcoin isn't really dropping all that much compared to other weekends. I mean, I wouldn't really call Bitcoin like dumping or dropping. Like it really hasn't done like that big of a drop because from high to low, we've gone from what 45 to lows of 43. You dropped $2,000. You did the same thing back here from what August 5th down here. So there might be like a small trend, but I can guarantee you if I go back to if I go back to these super big bull pushes, every single bull push to the upside, I can guarantee you it's probably a weekend just because there's more liquid on the weekend. That's really it, to be honest. Let's go on to something else. Monday or Tuesday will pop. Marcos Guzman, sorry, man. I'd like to learn how you do your SNR. I tried going back in the videos but couldn't find it. So if you guys want to learn how I do support and resistance, I can definitely, that would probably be a standalone video though. I can release a video how I do just support and resistance for you guys, and I can try to release it sometime this week. I still need to release the video on how to trade Forex on my, because I trade divergence, right? On Forex, I trade divergence. Generally, it works pretty well. What actually works extremely well, and a lot of people won't tell you, is I don't want to say it's risky, but when I'm swing trading on Forex, a lot of people just trade short term, right? On Forex, you usually trade like day trades. You hold it about a day or two, whatever. I swing trade on Forex, which means that I generally hold my trades. It could possibly be days, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, but I kind of integrate kind of the same trading style that I do right now with stocks, but I use the martingale system on Forex, which is essentially doubling down my position if it goes the wrong way. An easy way to explain that is I can do something like this. So let me show you guys what my major strategy is for trading. Because look, for example, here, right? So on Euro USD, I was short since here. So you guys see the little arrow? I don't really show my currency pairs. I don't really talk too much about Forex because I feel like, a lot of people think it's complicated and whatever. And, I don't want to talk too much, but I was shorting Forex. I was shorting EU back since like, May 31st, right? And I shorted it all the way down here. And this was basically on the weekly. I held my shorts for this long. On this trade alone, I probably made like 10 grand or something. But again, it's essentially the system of trading on the longer term. So right now, for example, here on the Euro, on the EU, if I would have had a trigger or if I would have had an actual like reason for me to go long on Euro USD, I would have probably bought somewhere in here, and the lower that it came down, I would have ended up buying like a bigger and a bigger lot. So, let's say, I'll take these off, but I'll show you guys, and I'll change the color. But let's say I bought somewhere like here, right? Let's say I bought here. Let's say I bought there. Let me change the color to green so at least we know where we are. But let's say I bought there, right? Because I'm bullish, right? And then again, let's say the price goes down a little bit. So here I would buy a lot. Here I would buy 2 lots. Here I would buy 4 lots. Here I would buy 8 lots. Here I would buy another 8 lots. Here I would buy 16 lots. Here I would buy 32 or 0.32 lots, right? So every single time I use the martingale system to basically up my position, every single time my take profit is now least than before. So at my first position, my take profit might have been somewhere up here. But now that I have my second bigger position, my take profit might actually be down here. And if I have a third one, it'll probably be like right here. If I have a fourth one, it'll probably be like here. If I have a fifth one, it'll probably be right here. So it really just, it comes down to, what is it called? It really comes down to, it comes down to like your full system, what your risk is and stuff. But I'll go into that a little bit later. But yeah, I think I trailed off a little bit. But yeah, support and resistance. I'll talk about another. I'll make a standalone video on support and resistance by itself. Oh man, so many comments, man. I didn't expect a bunch of people to be commenting, man. But cool, this is fantastic, man. Are you buying right calls based on the BTC rally? I am not. I'm not actually going to be buying any riot calls. I'm not going to be buying anything. What I am going to be looking for is a new company that actually just went public. It's actually Bitfarms. I do think Bitfarms can definitely go to the high side, possibly do a 10x from here, go to something like $60. I think one of my subscribers on YouTube or TikTok, I think, actually mentioned BitF or BITF. And I think it's a solid play, at least for another, like to hold this maybe a year or two. I'll probably buy maybe like somewhere like maybe 10K of this, hold it for a while. Once Bitcoin, if it does go bullish again, as soon as Bitcoin hits maybe, my projection for Bitcoin, if we do end up going on another bull rally, minimum is like $84,000. So as soon as Bitcoin hits anything above 84,000 bucks, 84 grand, I might sell this full position. But I think from here, there's a definitive chance, or there's a very, very big chance that you can see BITF run from where it is now, basically like all the way up to, I don't know, like $60. The same thing that Riot did, especially with their market cap being so low. I think BITF is a really solid play because right now I have about 10K in Roblox. I'm actually thinking about selling that position. I'm thinking about selling Roblox, and I'm thinking about selling it fully and going and just throwing it into BITF and just kind of holding it. If we keep rallying towards the upside. So Not Riot, but BITF. I think BITF is a solid play to just kind of hold. BTT. So BTT is, I like BTT in the long term. I do think they're pretty solid. But again, it's just doing crypto right now. It's basically like if Bitcoin and what's it called? If Bitcoin and Ethereum rally, everything is basically gonna rally. So if we all think that Bitcoin is gonna go to the upside, Ethereum is bullish, whatever, every other crypto is gonna run to the upside. So I mean, you don't have to do TA for Doggy. You don't have to do TA for Ethereum. You don't have to do TA for Bitcoin Cash, XRP, Shiba, whatever you want to buy, right? Let's look at Doggy. Let's look at Doggy right now. It's just one of those things where I'm like, why am I? What is this chart? Doggy Bittrex? Doggy USD? Oh, there we go. My charting is on Bittrex. I was like, why do I have like nothing on here? I was like, that's weird. Let me zoom in a little bit for you guys. So right now, Doggy is looking pretty solid towards the upside. It's coming back, right? So let me get rid of this. But it's coming back and retesting the support at 25 cents. So right now it's at 24.6. It's around this area, but I think Doggy's going back to the upside. But again, that's just because I'm bullish on crypto and all the other stuff. I mean, bullish on Bitcoin and stuff. So once you do TA for one crypto, you're basically doing TA for all the crypto. I'd recommend you only do TA on Bitcoin and TA on Ethereum. Generally, if those cryptos are bullish, every other crypto is going to be bullish. So you don't need to be doing 10 different TAs on Ethereum Classic or Anchor or ADA or Matic or HBAR or Shiba or Doggy or Polkadot, whatever, right? If you're bullish on Bitcoin and Ethereum, you're 99%. There's a 99% chance that everything else is going to rally towards the upside with it. So generally, sorry, I was drinking a little bit of water, but if you think Bitcoin and crypto is going back up, then you should be pretty solid with everything else going up, really. So somebody else gave a super chat, bro. Thank you, Robert Taylor, man. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. I gotta have like a, what is it called? Like a little sound or something that I play whenever somebody gives a super chat, man. Thank you. I'm still new to people giving super chats, so it's kind of weird when people do give them and stuff. Could you take a look at Naked? Appreciate the videos. Love. Thanks, man. Really appreciate the super chat. Sure, bro. We can definitely look at Naked for you, man. Oh, whoops. I'm telling you, I didn't know that we were going to have so many people today, so I'm kind of surprised that everybody that kind of showed up. So keep in mind, I want to do TA for everybody. It's kind of hard because I have like no idea where everybody is at and stuff, and it's a bunch of stuff going on. So Naked looks, I gotta be honest, man. Naked long term, it doesn't really look good at all, honestly. Man, where did it start at? Wow, wow. Oh, this looks horrible. What? I did not know that they were way up here. What the hell happened to Naked? How did it drop? Why did it drop so much? Wow, it just keeps running. How was Naked at 1100? Did they have like a split? Or like a reverse split? What am I missing on this company? Why does it look like this? That's crazy. I had no idea that it was trading that, to be honest, horribly. And if I had to guess, I just think it's going to go lower. Look at that. It's already oversold. And in August is already going bearish. I mean, the last time we closed the month bearish, what happened? I mean, unfortunately, like, where did we go? What was the lowest? You lost 92% value in 150 days the last time we crossed bearish on Naked. And it looks like it's about to happen again. Look at that. It looks like it's gonna keep going down. To be honest, man, like this Naked does not look good at all. Whoops. Yeah, Naked looks horrible, man. Why? I really hope you don't have a big position in this, because when companies start trading like this, there's a very strong chance that they end up getting delisted from the Nasdaq, or just the trading exchange, the New York Trading Exchange. Um, it I mean, it looks like it can jump a little bit. It's just, man, it's so hard to really see what's going on with Naked, man. It just doesn't look good. See how it keeps bouncing off the 50? Like it just I don't know, man. I would not be getting into Naked at all. I wouldn't even try to trade Naked. I don't like penny stocks. I've never liked penny stocks. I never recommend anybody to ever trade penny stocks. Naked, unfortunately, doesn't look good, man. I mean, it's bouncing off the 50 MA. You might see it back at like maybe 52 cents. I don't know, like low 52 cents. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. This chart does not look good. So I really hope you don't have a big position in Naked, because I honestly have no idea why it was so high before. Tony, how to... Yeah, man, Naked doesn't look good, man. I gotta be honest with you, bro. Naked, it looks like a horrible chart. It might have been like a reverse split. I don't know what happened to the chart. I don't know why it was so high. Um, it doesn't look good, to be honest. Like, everything looks bearish on the chart. I would only go by the monthly, just because it seems like it tends to react pretty well to the monthly. And I'd say that it's probably headed maybe back to like 48 cents, possibly. Naked doesn't look good, man. I'm sorry. I hope you don't have a big position. I know it sucks. I've definitely been in cases like that before, but yeah, it just, it doesn't look good, man. I'm sorry. It sucks, man. Let me go up. Gaps. Yeah, there you go, gaps. There you go, gaps. Big juicy gaps, bro. That's exactly why I was bearish. Yeah, good job, guys. Everybody knows why I was bearish on VNE, because of all the gaps, man. Yeah, there's so many gaps on that on what's it called, on VNE. PLTR is still bearish. I actually have a bunch of puts on PLTR for 18 bucks. I do think it's gonna trail down. Um, it actually had a push, so I thought it was gonna do this back in July 27th. I actually thought it was gonna push to the downside and actually hit $18 by this date. It didn't actually hit. We're still trading sideways. So PLTR is definitely surviving around this $22 level. Um, on the weekly, it does look like it might actually run to the upside, though. It does look like it might actually run to the upside, but it looks like it's continuing kind of a small little trend towards the upside. So I don't know. I mean, PLTR, if I had to take a quick guess, I would say that PLTR actually looks kind of bullish. Um, the weekly itself, whoops. PLTR on the weekly looks like it can definitely run towards the upside. Keep in mind, PLTR hasn't really been trading all that long, so it's kind of hard to determine what it can actually do. But what did I have this year? Divergence, maybe? Yeah, so overall, I'm 100% bullish on PLTR, because there is a gap back at $30, 31 bucks. So longer term, I'm 100% bullish. I think PLTR is a great company. I wouldn't bother doing too much TA on PLTR, just because, for a company like this, if I wanted to hold long term, I would just be buying. Every single low that I can do, I would just be buying. If you think this company is going to be worth a couple $100 in the future, why not just DCA? Just whenever you see lows like this, you should be buying. I mean, it has a really solid trading range right now. It's basically trading from, it's really only trading in one range right now. It's really only trading between the low side of 17 to like 28 bucks, and it's been doing this ever since back in what, like maybe March 1st. I mean, it looks like it might keep running on here. If I had to guess on where it's going, I would probably guess right now that it might actually run towards the upside. Where's my Oh, whoops. So delete that. I would actually think that maybe in the next couple of days you can actually see it do something like this, something like that. I don't think it's gonna go back down here. Maybe it will, but it looks bullish. My puts are probably not gonna. My puts are probably gonna. I might have to sell them sometime this week. And you even have a very small gap right here. Look at that. You even have a really small gap right there between like 24 bucks. You have a couple cent gap right there, couple cents. So I would have to guess that I'm definitely more bullish on PLTR than I am bearish, which sucks because I do have puts on PLTR right now. But again, I think right now PLTR looks bullish. There's no reason for me to not be bullish right now. It looks like we're actually going to push towards the upside. Last time we had a push like this, what did we do? We pushed what? From lows of 25 to highs of 32. So $7. What's the difference here? 21, like $4. Maybe you can see 28 bucks, but I think for the most part, I would not be surprised to see PLTR back at like 25 bucks. Because look at it, it's been trying to look at all these bear pushes, bear push, bear push, bear push, bear push, and what's going on? All we're doing is trading in this range, right? All we're doing is trading in that range. Look at all these bear pushes. It started back here, right? Look at these bear pushes. Look at that. So what should have happened here on the day of what? July 22nd? From here, you should have actually seen a drop to support. Why didn't we see a drop, right? The bear pushes aren't strong enough. It means that right now, once we have an actual bull trigger towards the upside, which can the catalyst can possibly be the day or the weekly, we can run to the upside, right? If we were going to drop to $18, it would have probably happened around here on the first on the first bearish trigger around this area. I think for the most part it's going up. I think PLTR is going up. I gotta say I'm pretty bullish on PLTR right now. Let's go SPRT. SPRT. Let me look at SPRT. I don't know what SPRT is. Is that Spirit? Support.com. No idea what. No idea what it is. Spirit. Look at that. Look at that gap fill. Look at that gap fill. Look at that. It got filled what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 days after it was created, it got filled. What did I tell you guys? Gaps always get filled. Gaps always get filled. Look at that. Basically, almost. Oh, it didn't actually get filled. Did it? I gotta make sure this thing actually got filled. Let me see. So did it actually get filled? Did it throw a wick down there? Where's this actual? Where's the gap at? So the gap is actually back. I mean, it got partly filled, but it didn't actually get filled though. Did it actually rebound? No, it didn't actually get filled. I mean, it sort of got filled for like a little bit, but not like the full thing didn't actually get filled. That's crazy. It didn't actually make a full fill on that drop right there. SPRT. What does SPRT look like? What is support dog? I think we already looked at this week, maybe. I don't remember looking at this. I don't remember looking at SPRT, but it sounds familiar, and I know there's a reason why it sounds familiar. I can't think of it. So support there. We got some moves right there. Nothing really on that side. Support there. Probably support there. 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 Can you go lower? Yeah, possibly like right there. Yeah, so for SPRT, the weekly looks like it's going to be, no, you know what? Yeah, up. I definitely think SPRT is going up. The day is about to break to the upside. Let me look at the 4 hour. Did it already break? Yep, it already did. It already broke to the upside. Kept running. Yep. This one, I can 100% see. You might trade sideways for a little bit, but I think we're definitely maybe this upcoming week going back to like $8. Yeah, if I had to take a really nice guess, solid guess, I'd say we're going to the upside. This would be what, 14% gain? That's not bad. That's definitely not that bad for a if you decide to buy like options or whatever for for this basically. Did it break previous highs? We had what, high of 945, 932. Yeah, I think for the most part, I think SPRT is going up. It looks like the chart looks really bullish, honestly. Usually, what I like to do is to determine is a lower time frame already bullish, and is the day gonna break towards the bullish side, and it is. It looks like maybe Monday, Tuesday, August 9th, August 10th is when we'll actually have a close of bull day, and I definitely think that you can see an $8.20 SPRT sometime this week, this upcoming week. I think there's a really good shot at SPRT going to $8 in the next 5 days or so. I think that's a good idea. It wants to push the 50 so bad. The FOMO buying will be prophetic. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's FOMO right now, man. A lot of stuff that's FOMO. Fubo went down, right? I think I have a position. I think I have a couple of shares in Fubo. I thought it was going to $40. I thought Fubo was going to go to $40 and keep running, but nope. Clown face on me. I mean, you can technically do the breakout when you actually see like a nice break back here at like what, 35.17. You could probably run the breakout, and Fubo being an actual, like, I would consider Fubo like a tech play. It's super volatile, right? So I can definitely see Fubo starting to change towards the upside, but I would only buy if it actually breaks 35, and then I'd probably play it back to like 47. So I don't think Fubo really, for the most part, is gonna be. I think it just kind of trails sideways. I don't think there's too much on Fubo going on right now. The monthly might run towards the upside, but the weekly looks like we might see another bull push towards the upside. Yeah, I can definitely see another similar move like this happen right here. So I can see Fubo running from what? Lows of $14, highs of 35. So another $20 from here. 45. Yeah, that's kind of perfect. I mean, it's kind of right here, the same area where the next fib is. So I can definitely see it running back to like $45 Fubo possibly in the next what? Maybe by like late August, early September, somewhere around there, you can definitely see a $40 Fubo. I think you can see a similar bull push towards the upside from right here, starting like right here towards the upside. I definitely think there's a strong chance of Fubo like running towards the upside. But Fubo effed me up. I think I got for Fubo like I think I had calls for Fubo. I think I had like $40 calls, and it hit peaks of, I think it was back here. Fubo hit peaks of like, I think right here, like $40, and then it just completely dropped. So that kind of sucked on my part. Thank you, YouTube, for the notification. Blue Corp, man, thank you, man. So happy that it actually sent out notifications. I didn't think that YouTube was gonna send them out this time, but I would still go live. I mean, I don't care if there's only like 5 people watching me. I still go live, really, anytime. Fubo looks like a cup and handle on the daily. Cup and handle. Not really. Like this cup and handle. You gotta understand that when you're trading candle patterns, they have to be clear as day. You can't go into something and not like, and just kind of guess like certain things, right? Like if you think this is like a cup and handle, like I would say cup and handle is more. This is too long. I would think that'd be too long for a cup and handle, honestly. Where's my drawing thingy, whatever? So you want a cup and handle to basically look like that, right? This is too long. This is too long. Look at that. This looks like this. This looks like that. That's not a cup and handle, right? That's like a really elongated U. You want a cup and handle to actually look like this. To actually look like a cup and a handle. That's what you want it to look like. You don't want you want when you're and I can't specify this enough. When you're trading candle patterns, you can't be forcing candle patterns to appear. They have to be clear as day, right? Clear as day. I don't know if I would consider this a cup and handle. This is a very elongated handle. I would say that, I don't know. I don't really trade candlesticks all that much because I can essentially just move it like this, right? I can just move it like that and it becomes a cup and handle, but it has to be clear as day for me. I don't know if I would actually consider this a cup and handle, right? Because I'm basically forcing my perception to make it look like a cup and handle. Because look at this. It's basically like a U. I would not be surprised if it runs to the upside, like I said. But I'm bullish for other reasons. I'm not bullish because of a cup and handle. I'm bullish because it looks like we're gonna have a similar run to what happened on the previous weekly. So I'm bullish because I think what happened on Fubo, back here is gonna happen right here, like on the same thing. Again, you can say that this is a cup and handle, but I don't really trade candlestick patterns. I don't rely on candlestick patterns. I trade basically mostly off of momentum and then support and resistance, just because it's just worked for me. I don't really like to change up my strategy too much because I don't really see it. I don't like to change it up just because I don't want to have to learn like a new thing, and I don't know how well it's gonna learn. I stick to my reverse MACD and my Stoke just because I feel like I'm fairly accurate on that, and I stick to divergence because I feel like I'm accurate on that. So candlestick pattern trading is great, but you have to really dedicate yourself to learning every single candlestick pattern, or at least having some sort of understanding. But I have a lot of friends who actually trade, a lot of very successful friends who trade based off of candlestick patterns. But again, they don't trade unless it's an app. Like there's no doubt in your mind that it's a cup and handle, or it's a head and shoulders, or a bullish bat, or whatever, right? It has to be clear as day. Clear as day. Ugh, that's some good water. Thoughts on the DXY going up? COVID cases are also on the rise. Potential market and crypto correction. So, I actually wanted to make a video on this, but I'll give you guys kind of a sneak peek of what I think, right? What my running thesis is on COVID cases, on a potential crypto correction, on a market correction. So, this is something that I like to, I kind of like to really think about this stuff, right? So, COVID cases are definitely going up. I want to say that Biden is a little bit more open to closing the U.S. a lot faster than Trump. I think politically, I think Biden will actually lose a lot of, in a case, presidential sentiment to actually reelect him if we do end up going into another like COVID-like pandemic. I think Biden would actually close, to be honest. I think he would actually do, he would kind of accelerate himself and close, whereas Trump actually, took a little bit more time, right? He lagged on closing the U.S. For whatever reason, right? He's a different person, whatever his beliefs are and stuff. It doesn't matter. This isn't me being political. It's more of what I think can actually happen. I think statistically, I think Biden has a higher chance of closing the U.S. again because of rising COVID cases. I just to be completely honest, I think that's what can happen. I'm not saying it will, because I know the government definitely does not want to shut down again. If the U.S. shuts down, I 100% think there might be another correction. But in this correction, I don't think crypto is going to fail. I think crypto is actually going to move to the upside. And I think stocks are going to definitely have a big correction, but all the money is going to go back to basically what happened last time there was a pandemic, which was everybody went into big tech. Everybody went into Microsoft. You went into Apple. You went into NVIDIA. You went into Microsoft. You went into Shopify. You went into DKNG or DraftKings. You went anything to do with the internet. So Pinterest, eBay, whatever. I think if we do end up closing, or the U.S. ends up closing again, I think that crypto rallies. I think that the stock market keeps running because big tech is going to keep running, and I think everything else in the stock is going to crash. So I would think that banks go down, Carnival, what is it called? Hotels go down, Airbnb goes down, traveling goes down, restaurants go down, and then we have another supply chain issue all over again. So if we do shut down a second time, I think we're a lot more well prepared to know where the money's going to go. But I don't know if we will, because if the U.S. shuts down again, it's going to be a big crapshoot. It's going to be pretty bad if we close down again. It's not going to be as bad as before, but I think that if we do shut down again, there's going to be a correction in stocks. Big tech is going to rally. I think crypto is actually going to be. So I actually saw a video on Meet Kevin, from Meet Kevin. You guys can actually see his recent video. It's called Crash, right? And he calls it RCC, essentially where he thinks the money's going to go if we have another COVID-like pandemic, right? Or we shut down again. So, and I actually believe him, right? I actually think he has something going on. So he calls it RCC, and essentially it's real estate, crypto, and cash. I have to agree with him. I think if we do have another shutdown, or there's like a big correction, I think most money is gonna be, going into something that's gonna be deflation. That's gonna basically hedge against inflation, which would be real estate, crypto, or just straight cash. And that's just kind of to stay liquid and to be able to buy certain things when you actually want to buy certain things. But it's just one of those things that nobody really knows, and it's kind of hard to predict. I think that the dollar is super weird. It's so weird right now. So weird on everything going on right now. Everything's so weirdly, like, inversely correlated and stuff. It's like so funky. Tony, can you do a TA on BlackBerry? It looks bullish. It looks like a pennant triangle symmetrical. BlackBerry. I haven't seen BlackBerry in a while. BlackBerry. I wouldn't call it a symmetric. I am bullish on. I mean, it does look like we're gonna run. Honestly, I'd say in the next couple of days we're gonna run towards the upside. I wouldn't say I'm bullish because of the triangle. I mean, I get it, right? You're basically looking at this downtrend, and then the bottom where it doesn't want to break support. It's essentially what happened back here. Essentially the same thing that happened back here. I would say I'm bullish towards the upside. I would not say I'm bullish for the same reasons. Usually what I would do is I would look at the low side of what happened last time, come back here when we actually had a bear trigger, and I would strongly guess that maybe we're going to have a similar historical run like we did back here. But, and here's the big but, last time we actually rallied up here, it wasn't as big of a rally. So if I had to actually guess that we're doing something, it'd be something like, this. If we rally, we might see a push back to like $14. I don't know if we would actually push towards the high side that much. I'm going to go ahead and underguess this and say that in 36 days, let me see. We'll go with 42, right? 42, 11.49 move up, like right there. If I have to guess, I'd say we might do a move back up to like close to like $20, maybe. But then the big question is, are you going to see it go past $14? That's the big question. Would you actually see it go past $14? I am definitely bullish on BlackBerry, though. It does look on the weekly. Let's see the monthly. So the monthly is definitely bearish, but the weekly does look like we're about to hit on the upside. And again, last time we actually went bullish, we went up like 11 points. Same thing can happen here. If we touch down on $9, we can go back up to like $20, somewhere around this area. But again, keep in mind, there's still a nice trend going on the downside where it can rally and then maybe hit like 14, 15 bucks and come back down. So it really just depends if it breaks that trend on the upside. And I can almost guarantee you there was probably divergence here. That's why it went on the lower side. But let me actually add some more support and resistance because, let me see, we haven't had it in a while. Can we go lower? Yes, we can. Yeah, so I gotta say that it does look nice. It does look like it's gonna run back to the upside. What the heck? Oh, I don't want to do that. But again, you have to really look at what it does on the actual trend. So I wouldn't be surprised to see it again. I wouldn't be surprised to see it run from, I wouldn't be surprised to see it run like up like this, up. Like maybe it touches back down here and then rallies up to like here. But keep in mind that there's big resistance on support at around $14, $15. If you manage to actually break this, you're gonna go straight to 20 bucks. I guarantee you see a really strong push to $20 if this is actually broken. But again, the weekly looks perfectly bullish. I would have to say that if you're looking at buying at BlackBerry, this is a perfect area to start accumulating BlackBerry right now. Anywhere between $10 and like $9.29, that dollar gap right there is a perfect area to start accumulating BlackBerry to swing it or to buy options, whatever. If you're doing options, maybe do like 2-3 months out just to be on the safe side. But again, you're gonna have a lot of resistance here at like 14 bucks because not only do you have to break resistance, you have to break trend. So bullish up towards $14 in like 2 months, within 2 months. After that, it's really just about if it breaking towards the upside, more than likely it's gonna break, maybe retest and go back up, or just have a straight shot up to 20 bucks. But BlackBerry definitely looks really good towards the upside. Are you still banned on TikTok? Yeah, actually, I wasn't actually banned on TikTok. I think my ban was lifted on August 4th, and I released a video, and for whatever reason, the community guidelines got it, and now I don't fucking know where I'm banned again. So I'm banned all over again, and I can't actually post anything on TikTok until like August, like another like 7 days or something. And I hate it. I hate it so much because anything that I post right now is getting sent directly to TikTok, and they're like, "Yo, you're basically getting like." I'm being banned for like random stuff, and I hate it. I don't even know if I even want to do TikTok anymore because any little thing that I post, I get banned. I'll post Forex and it gets caught up on the community guidelines. I'll post stocks and it gets caught up on the community guidelines. Like TikTok is acting like a piece of poop right now, to be honest. I hate TikTok right now, and I'm banned for like another week or so from TikTok. And it's not really because I'm being mean. I told some people that it's because I'm being mean. But it's because I'm posting videos and they're getting they're I guess not really going by the community guidelines, and I have no idea what's going on with TikTok. They're regulating crypto so hard right now. So yes, I'm still banned from TikTok. What do you think about crypto regulators tax? It will crash the stock market and crypto crash? I don't think it will. I don't think it's a big enough regulation to crash the market. I do think we can see a correction. I don't think it'll crash the market. I think if we end up closing, I think it's going to stay on a bull trajectory if Bitcoin and Ethereum close bear, neutral, or bullish for August. I don't think the regulation on the tax is going to be as big as an impact as anybody thinks it is. I don't think so. I really don't. You know, a lot of people are freaking out about crypto and the regulations and the tax. Um, yeah, I don't think so, man. I don't think it's gonna be as big of as an impact as a lot of people are making it out to be. And even then, like I think it's gonna be super hard to actually regulate it, and then it's gonna be super hard to actually implement it. So I'm not too worried about the regulation tax on crypto. I don't think it's gonna have a huge impact. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm not too. I'll, I'll make a decision after it actually happens. But as of right now, it's just kind of up in the air. Like I would have no idea personally. I don't think it's gonna affect it all that much. I don't think it's gonna get affected all too much. Um, Random videos. Oh, dude, TikTok. I remember you from TikTok, bro. ZM for a COVID play. It all depends. I think Zoom video is great for a COVID play if it actually closes. If we actually shut down again. Um, I do think that Zoom is gonna keep running towards the upside. We had an obvious break of trend right here. You have the super big trend right here. You had a small retest, and then you're gonna move to the upside. I think Zoom is gonna be a perfect play for the breakout strategy soon. I am keeping my eyes out for this play because look, what is it? July 6 highs and lows of what? May 10th? I think as soon as we cross that level, I think as soon as that 1 fib gets crossed on the upside, I think you're going to see 488. And the thing is, you might actually see if we jump to the upside, it might actually be due to COVID news. But yeah, if the only way that I would be bullish on Zoom is if you actually if we actually close sorry, not close. If we actually what is it called? If we go back into so I'm overall bullish, right? Overall, I'm bullish on Zoom. I think it's a great platform. I think it's here to stay, and I think they're actually doing a lot to grow. So I'm definitely not bearish. I'm definitely bullish on Zoom overall as a company. But I think if we do shut down again, if the U.S. government shuts down, 100%, I think we're breaking all-time highs. So back all-time highs was 588 on Zoom. 100%, I think we're breaking all-time highs if the U.S. announces that we're shutting down again. 100%. Until then, Zoom is a great play. I think it's a fine company. I wouldn't. I mean, I would spend my money other ways, just because I think Zoom is a good company. But I would probably just throw my money at Apple or Microsoft or whatever. But if the U.S. does shut down, I think Zoom is gonna run to like $600. I think it's kind of like it's a common sense theory. I just think it's gonna run. Been doing weekly Macy option call plays. Can you check out where it's headed? Macy's? It's M, right? Yeah, M. Weekly. Oh, so you've been doing pretty well since like November if you're doing weeklies. It's basically just running towards the upside. Macy's. Again, Macy's is a recovery play. And let me see. Oh, you know what? You know what would actually be perfect for Macy's? Divergence. It did actually break. It did actually break trend. So keep that in mind. But it hasn't. Look at that. It hasn't even broken the 50 MA on the month. So what we can do here. This essentially looks really good for what? Not financials. I don't really care about financials. I am looking for built-ins. Oh yeah, we are looking for divergence. Look at that 50 MA touch. Look at that. High. Low. High. Actually, this would be exaggerated divergence, actually. This wouldn't actually be divergence. But you do have that 50 MA touch. So I wouldn't actually call this divergence. I don't like playing exaggerated divergence just because I would rather see it go like this. I would rather have price go like this, and I would want the RSI to be like that. It's not looking like that at all. See that? It's not. It's looking like like a basic same structure on the same line. So I wouldn't call that it's that's called exaggerated divergence. I wouldn't really trade it based off of divergence, but it never hurts to check. Um, I don't know. It really just depends on where it's going because it did break on the upside, but it's kind of trading around this range. So if I had to take a quick guess, you have a gap right here on the daily, $17. So I do think it'll probably come down and fill that gap relatively quickly, just because it has Macy's has a history of filling gaps fast. Look at that gap got created and then it got filled like 2 days afterward, right? So gap got filled 2 days after. Gap got filled 2 days after. So if you see a gap on Macy's right here, there's a strong chance that it's probably going to fill it 2 days after. And because it's actually trading, it's not going to bounce from up here. It's not going to create a higher high. You can kind of expect it to make a higher low, come back and close that gap. I wouldn't say I'm bullish or bearish on Macy's. I'd probably say that it maybe just kind of trades sideways from here. I don't know on Macy's though. I can definitely see it dropping a lot more just because it's basically been trading down ever since July of 2015. So there's no reason for me to think that Macy's is gonna like keep running back to like $70. I think Macy's for the most part, yeah, it did break trend, but I think it's not gonna break the 50 MA and then it's gonna come right back down. That's what I think. Look what happened back here on August 2018, same thing. It hit that 50 MA, dropped. Hit that 50 MA, didn't pass it. I think if I had to take a guess, I think it's gonna go down. I mean, you have the 50 under the 200 too. So all I would be looking for right now are just sells. I would only be looking for sells on Macy's. I'm glad that it's been going up though. It's been going up since November. So if you're buying calls, fantastic. But I think for the most part, if I had to guess on Macy's, I would say that it might be going up short term, but I think longer term Macy's, it's gonna keep going to the downside. Let me see, sport cards will explode when the entire country shuts down. Tony, can you do a BlackBerry technical analysis? Cool, just did it actually. You see Super Mario video games created, sealed, sold for $2 million. Jesus. Have you noticed sport cards and video games setting records? Have you graded your collectible items? Tony, you collect sport cards or any other of your family and friends collect sport cards? Yeah. So I actually have a brother-in-law who collects a lot of baseball cards. He knows so much about baseball cards, right? I don't know anything about baseball cards. He collects so many baseball cards, and I've told him plenty of times. I'm like, dude, like you have a big collection. I think you should start a YouTube. Especially with just trading cards in general. I think he would do great. I don't know anything about trading cards. I do think that trading cards I think they're gonna keep going higher and higher. I don't think they're gonna drop anymore. There's a lot of hype around it. I think a lot of the hype is here to stay. I don't think it's going to go away. Yeah, trading cards I think are a solid investment if you know what you're doing. I personally don't know anything about trading cards, so I can't really look into it. But yeah, I think it's a solid. I think it's a solid investment. Ugh. Tony hates AMC. Yeah, I hate AMC. You guys already know why. I've lost so much fucking money on AMC. Fuck. Like, I don't know how much money I've lost on AMC. Maybe like 15, 20 grand? I don't know. I've lost a lot of money on AMC. I will never play AMC ever again. AMC is I don't want to say it's a piece of shit, but on AMC I've lost like, at minimum, AMC I've lost like 15 grand. I already know that for sure. I probably lost more, but I don't like AMC at all. I'm always wrong on AMC. I don't like doing TA on AMC because I always end up being wrong. I want AMC to go down, basically. I don't think AMC is a good company. I like going to the movies, right? Fundamentally, I don't think AMC is a solid company. I don't know what they're going to do to stay alive. GameStop, on the other hand, fundamentally, they're a good company. They're growing. They're going into crypto. They're going into NFTs. They're actually looking at growing commerce. AMC, I love going to the movies. I don't know how they're going to play out long term, right? Disney Plus is growing at an absolutely insane rate. I think Disney is going to be a $1 trillion company in the next, I don't know, 5 years. I strongly believe Disney is going to be a $1 trillion company in the next 5 years. I think Disney is an absolute monster. Um, Disney Plus is going to kill it. All the shows that they got going on are going to kill it. I think HBO Max is actually really, really good. I don't personally have HBO Max, but I don't know, man. There's too many things coming out against AMC. You got Disney Plus, you have Netflix, you have Hulu, you have so many streaming services that provide so much um, to a household instead of going into like a theater and paying $15-$20 per person. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I love going to the movies. I think it's great. I think it's a great experience. I love watching everything on the big screen. There's no beating that, right? But like just money wise, I everything streaming is also, yeah, Netflix is strong as fuck. Netflix is super strong. I think Disney Plus is actually a stronger competitor than Netflix. I think Netflix. I don't like Netflix too much anymore because they actually removed The Office, which I think was a big reason why a lot of people kept it. So I don't think AMC is gonna squeeze. Um, I'll be completely honest with you guys. I think AMC is a hype play. I don't think AMC is gonna squeeze. I do think GameStop is gonna squeeze. Maybe if there's a squeeze, I think it's gonna happen to GameStop. I don't think AMC is gonna squeeze. Just to give you guys my personal opinion. Uh, I think AMC is a good company. I like them. I like going to the movies. Fundamentally, they're hurting bad. AMC is hurting really, 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 really bad. ARCX, we'll look at ARCX. But yeah, AMC is hurting bad. And it's kind of hard to say that because, AMC has a solid place in my heart because I love the movies. But if something is actually going to be, um, winning, I would say that Disney Plus comes out on top just because of how much content they have, how a strong a player Disney is. It's just for the streaming services, I gotta go with Disney, man. Disney Plus is looking like it's just gonna kill everything, especially in the next coming years. Um, it's hard to gauge what's actually gonna happen, but Disney is so strong, man. Disney is such a strong player right now in the streaming services and how it's gonna keep growing. Like, man, it's hard to stop Disney. Don't fuck with the mouse, man. Don't fight the mouse. Don't try to beat it in any way or whatever. The mouse is always gonna kill you, 100%. Um, ArcX, whoops, didn't mean to do that. So ArcX is good. I don't think a lot of space. I don't think a lot of space plays are gonna be good for a while. I think for the most part, you might see this trade sideways, but ArcX doesn't have a lot of good companies in there. They don't have any space companies. Um, they don't have what is that one company that was doing like storage in space? I forgot what it was. They don't even have that company. They don't even hold. I don't even think they hold space. I don't even think they hold SPCE in their ETF. How can you be a space ETF and you don't even freaking hold, space companies? Like, it doesn't make sense to me, right? They hold random ass fucking companies. They hold their own. Kathy Woods holds her own ARK ETF in ARK, ARKK in ARKX. I don't like Kathy Woods. I don't like Kathy Woods at all. I think Kathy Woods is. Yeah, honestly I agree. I think Dogecoin is a better investment long term than AMC. I'll be completely honest with you guys. I think Dogecoin is a way better investment than AMC. But going back to ARK, I don't like Kathy Wood. Kathy Woods, whatever her name is. I don't think she's good. She's been right one time about Tesla, and that's it. That's all she's been right about. All she's been right about is just Tesla. She made most of the money off of Tesla. She made most of the money on her ETF from this last rally from, March 2020 till now. Like, if it came to starting up a hedge fund, I would be more right than Kathy Wood multiple times over. Like, I'm not saying Kathy Wood is a bad person or anything. I don't like Kathy Woods. Yeah, Kathy Woods owns Robinhood. I like Robinhood. I think it's a great company. Um, but I think Kathy Woods is overhyped. I think all of her ARK ETFs are overhyped. I think she makes a lot of money. I think that's great. But I don't know, man. I don't put Kathy Woods on a pedestal like everybody else does. To be honest, I think she got a lot of really good press off of Tesla. Um, but I haven't really seen her do anything else apart from just Tesla, and that's it. If she was just a Tesla, trader, then great. But she's not, right? Tesla is like 10, 15% of her position. And she's only really been right about Tesla, and that's it. Kathy Woods has a huge bet on Robinhood. Yeah, so do I. I have a huge bet on Robinhood long term. I think Robinhood is gonna eat up other brokers. Um, I think Robinhood is gonna be absolutely insane long term. I think Robinhood's gonna eat E Trade. I think it's gonna eat Fidelity. I honestly think Robinhood is gonna run to the upside really, really. I mean, and it's a thing you gotta put your emotions away when it comes to trading. Because me saying that I like Robinhood, it's people get upset, right? Because obviously Robinhood effed a lot of people back in January. But it's just one of those things where it's like, if you want to make money, you have to have a strategy set and you have to follow it, whether a company is shitty or not, right? Um, I don't know, man. It's just pretty crazy to think about. Did you see Oscar Mayer recently sold $15,000 for physical doggy products for doggy coin on eBay? I didn't see that. I don't really care too much about like small little things that happen. Um, Oscar Mayer's great. I think doggy coin's fine, but I would rather hold something else other than doggy coin. I do have a lot of doggy right now. Well, not a lot. I think I only have like 3 grand in doggy right now. I sold most of it already. Um, I'm trying to build my position in Anchor because I do think Anchor, if we do see an altcoin rally, I think it's going to really push. Oh, look, Square hit. Ah, nice. Square looks really good. So if anybody was holding Square, you already hit first TP on your options, almost hit fib. So I don't think I got to do too much TA on Square, but Square did pretty great. AMC is in wick off markdown and a pump, in my opinion. Jimmy had buying stop, still 20% short interest since January. Yeah, I think if there's an actual short squeeze, I think it's going to be GameStop, and I don't think it's going to be AMC, to be honest. AMC needs to accept Doggy Coin. Maybe Doggy Coin can save AMC company. They got nothing else to lose. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, honestly, if AMC, I can honestly see AMC accepting Doggy Coin just because fundamentally AMC does not look good at all. Um, I think I think AMC, for in order for AMC to survive, they got to do a lot of stuff, make a lot of money, and I know they already built a bunch of money for their own position, right? But AMC long term, I think it's gonna suffer just because you have Disney Plus and you have Netflix and other stuff. Please say something bearish on Bitcoin. No way you're that bullish. I'm not really bullish on Bitcoin or bearish. Um, you guys know that I'm still looking at August close. If August closes bear neutral, then I'm 100% bullish on Bitcoin, 100%. But again, I hate that my strategy consists of me waiting for the close month to be like fully bullish or AMAT American Tower. I love American Tower. I think American Tower is great. Doggy has no fundamentals. It doesn't. Doggy has absolutely no fundamentals. But if AMC accepts Doggy, at least you have a big retail company accepting Doggy, right? Like either side has nothing to lose, and essentially AMC and Doggy have the same exact people, like the same exact kind of traders. They're the same exact kind of people. So it's only it's only gonna it would only make it better. Robinhood will eat Fidelity. Fidelity manages trillions of traders and trillions of dollars, not trillions of traders, and retirement fund assets. Do you really think Robinhood will overtake that? I think in time, Robinhood can definitely overtake a lot of brokers. Fidelity, I think Fidelity is amazing. If I had to choose another broker, I'd say Fidelity is your number one go-to. I don't like E-Trade. I don't like Charles Schwab. I don't like anybody's interface, UI, whatever. And Fidelity is actually working on a beta app that's relatively similar to Robinhood. So I do want to switch to Fidelity only when their app is available. I would not switch to Fidelity otherwise. I think Robinhood is still pretty great. Apart from GameStop, I've been perfectly fine on Robinhood. I've never had issues with Robinhood at all. I do think long term, I think Robinhood's growth is definitely a lot bigger than Fidelity's growth, to be honest. I think Robinhood can go into other altcoins. Yeah, I meant trillions of assets from traders and retirement accounts. No, yeah, I got it, man. Yeah, I think Robinhood definitely has a lot of room to grow. But what's it called? I think as far as growth and actual, what is it called? An actual market cap, I think Robinhood could beat out Fidelity, regardless of how much assets they have under their books. Even if Fidelity has trillions of dollars in assets, I think Robinhood is gonna have a bigger market valuation than Fidelity eventually. Just because there's so much growth there. There's so much growth that Robinhood can have. It's kind of hard to ignore. But yeah, I think it's just kind of it's kind of hard because I want to talk about a lot of things, and it's just kind of hard to stick to just a couple, But yeah, I guess we can how much do I have? 120. Oh, we're at 130. Okay, so I think I'll stop there. I'm gonna go hang out with my wifey for a bit. Speaking of hood, we still need to close those gaps. Yes, those gaps that got filled on Robinhood, they still need to get closed. Keep in mind, they still need to get closed. Again, I am still 100% bearish on Robinhood. We have those big gaps back here at $48. They gotta get filled. And they might actually get filled this week. You guys might actually see a dump back to $48 this week, actually. As soon as that happens, I would 100% buy into Robinhood again. But you're gonna be trading on the bear side this week. It looks like the hour wants to close on the bear side this week. And again, we are oversold. We are oversold on the Stoke, and we are gonna be bear on the hour, maybe Monday or Tuesday. So I can definitely see us dumping all the way down to $48 sometime this week. Just looking at the chart, honestly. But yeah, this gap, it's got to get filled, man. That's a 12% gap. That's not a small gap. This gap, I think it's going to get filled a lot sooner than later. It wanted to fill that gap back here on August 5th when they dropped all the way to $50, but then rebound, right? But I think it's going to go back down and fill that $48 gap. It's got to fill that. It's too big to keep running on the upside. It's just too big to run. It's too big of a gap to run to the upside to really make it, what is it called? Like a really bullish play. It's got to fill that gap. Shiba is a poop coin. Yes, it is. I think Shiba is a crap coin. I don't like Shiba. I don't think it's a good coin at all. But what have I told you guys about Fool's Insurance? And it's throw $1,000 at Shiba. Whatever money you're willing to lose, again, not financial advice, whatever money you're willing to lose, throw it at it, right? It's Fool's Insurance. We don't know what's going to happen to Shiba. It can go down to zero. It can rally up to highs. We don't know what's going to happen to Shiba. I don't like Shiba. I think it's a shitty coin, but you never know what's going to happen. Look what happened to Doggy. Look what happened to others, right? Let me look at Sheep. Where is actually Sheep? What is it doing? We'll do Uniswap. Shiba, Binance, Uniswap. Shiba, FTX, KuCoin. I should have. Why don't I have resistance? Oh, there we go. That's why. I was like, what the heck? Why don't I have any resistance or... Oops. Don't need that. Yeah, I mean, you get a good setup here. I mean, it popped off a little bit, but, I mean, you're really just trading in this range, honestly. Like, it didn't really jump off of Bitcoin moving towards the upside, right? It's not moving. I would definitely buy a little bit just to have that fool's insurance there. Other than that, I think it's a crappy coin. Shiba's a crappy coin. Anything else is a crappy coin. I think it's a crappy coin. It's hard to not say that about Shiba. Yeah. What's up, guys? We could get rid of a zero quickly with Shiba. Then I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Shiba is crappy, man. I think there's a lot of stuff that can happen. But if you want to throw 50, $100 at Shiba, it's just, I don't know, just one of those things where it's fool's insurance. I want to say thank you guys so much for coming on my live. Always love having everybody here. Thank you guys all for the likes. Thank you everybody for the super chats. I hope that my TA helped you guys out. I'll try to do these more often, at least once a weekend or once a week. And I'll try to do I might do these maybe once during the week, but you know, we'll see what happens. Thank you guys, everybody, for showing up to the live. Have a great weekend. Have a great Sunday. I'll see you guys tomorrow. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to leave me a comment on my videos on YouTube or TikTok or wherever you guys see my videos. But, you know, subscribe, tell your mom, your dad, your brothers, sisters, cousins, brothers, all that stuff. And I got to go because I haven't seen my wife in about an hour and a half. And BTT, you know what? We'll do a quick BTT real quick, and then I'm going to head out just because I should probably go eat too. I haven't really eaten anything. BTT. I actually really like BTT, to be honest. I think BTT is pretty good. What's a monthly look like? Monthly looks like, I think monthly's going to look like it's, again, any crypto really, it just really depends. I think we're going to see a little bit more sideways trading. For BTT, I think you might just kind of see it run like this in this range for quite a while before jumping towards the upside or the low side. I don't know. It looks like it might actually drop. It looks like BTT might actually drop. See? Look, here it is. Look, cup and handle. You might actually see a cup and handle go down this way and then run towards the upside. So BTT looks fine. I think there's a stronger chance that it goes down than it goes up. But again, it really just depends on Bitcoin and Ethereum. If Bitcoin and Ethereum go up, generally the rest of crypto are going to be going up too. And now that Doggy isn't being pushed by Elon and doesn't have that much hype, you can actually expect a real altcoin season instead of all the liquidity going into just Doggy. But BTT looks like it's going to be going, it looks like it's going to be going down for a little bit, for just a little bit. BTT is like the next Doggy coin, maybe. I don't know. I like BTT. I don't know if it'll be the next Doggy, but we'll see. But thank you guys so much. Appreciate, always love when you guys come on. I didn't expect so many people to come on the live. There was like 500 people that came in just like at some point, and right now there's like 23 people. So total 500 people. I think at one point there was like 40 people on here, which is amazing. So I'm super happy that everybody is, you know, everybody was on here. So thank you everybody. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys later. I'll do more. I'll release more videos probably throughout the day if something crazy happens. But thank you guys for coming on. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye.